sounds cool. Anyway, yeah. As you can see, I'm in my new room. Mum and her boyfriend kindly painted it for me. So yeah, and then I decided to move all my stuff in and not have a wardrobe and make it look really Tumblr. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So as you can tell, I am a fashion blogger. I am a fashion student and I'm inspiring to be a fashion designer. Now, when people say you want to be a fashion designer, like you want to design clothes, yeah, I do want to design clothes. So yeah, it's kind of like that's my life, and performing as well, you know, singing, dancing, acting, and doing that since I was little. Anyway, so my first blog post is, well, my first vlog is about autumn fashion. Autumn fashion is probably one of my favourite fashions, I think, because you can wrap up and you feel really warm and stuff. So I think everyone gets a bit more comfortable in the clothing they're wearing, because for summer you've got to wear clothing for your shape, so you know, I'm a reverted triangle, so I have quite broad shoulders, but I have quite a small waist. So yeah, it's pretty cool to be a reverted triangle. So I'm gonna give you some tips on something that's come into fashion, which I bought quite recently before I actually came into fashion, which is the cape. Now the cape is from Topman. I work for Outfit Arcadia, so I got this quite cheap. But I really like the colour because Camel's really in for fashion at the moment. So if you look at that, that's what it looks like on. Of course, I haven't really got the right thing to be wearing it. I kind of look like a Mexican, you know, it looks quite weird. But I actually really would recommend them because they are probably one of the best items in fashion at the moment, because they can keep you warm. You can get all sorts of styles as well. Some of them are like, you can get stripy ones, you can get black ones, you can get like feathered ones. There's also you've got that kind of boho sort of feel. Of course, mainly people would say, oh, it's for girls, but boys can wear them just as much. Even, you know, it's more of a boy thing than a girl thing. You know, you look at some of the Mexican players and most of them are men that wear them, so it is a guy sort of fashion. So for looking at sort of fashion for autumn, I think it's kind of keeping with the colours that really suit you. Saying like with me, I wear quite a lot of black, a lot of darker colours. Normally when I was growing up as a teenager, I'd really go for like bright colours, but then looking back now, I'm kind of like, that was the stage I was in. So for me, I think having sort of darker colours kind of bring out my skin tone and, you know, my hair as well. I don't want to really be wearing bright blue t-shirts. Sorry for anyone who wears light blue t-shirts. But yeah, that's my sort of style. Everyone has their own style. I think with jeans as well, that's come in, well, it's been in most of the year, is ripped jeans, thanks to the Kylie Jenner of the industry. I think ripped jeans really show off kind of sort of style and quite urban, sort of feels quite indie. I think there's a lot of people that would say, oh, why are you wearing those? Especially my grandparents. They'd be like, when we were kids, that represented that you were poor. But now it's kind of referred to that you're rich if you've got them. I've got a pair that I've actually done myself. I did have another pair which were blue jeans, and I did those myself, but they didn't end up very well. I had quite a lot of people say, what the hell are those on your legs? But I think with ripped jeans, it kind of brings that kind of sort of look of, you know, 80s rock sort of feel. It's quite edgy in a lot of ways. Another item that I'm going to show you that's really come back into fashion is my favourite item of an accessory to wear. A lot of people. I've got two hats here. These are my favourite two. This is a black one from All Saints. This one was £34. I bought it last year. It's probably my most wearable hat. I wear it quite a lot, so it kind of goes with anything I wear. This one is from Topman. This one was £12, I think it was in the sale. It's got like a blue sort of ribbon around it. I tend to not wear it as much because it doesn't really have that sort of kind of rim that this one has. It's got more of a sort of, if you look at it there, it's got more of a layer so you can wear it and it doesn't really flop. But both I would recommend. Topshop, All Saints, H&M. Camel's really big for hats at the moment. There's a blog called Quirky Hair Fashion. He's another fashion blogger and he has some really good outfits. So have a look at him. He can give some really good advice. That's a shout out for him. Style tips. Go with what you like. Don't fit in with what everyone else is wearing because autumn isn't about that. Before you know it, we'll be at Christmas and then, you know, it's all sort of festive jumpers, which I absolutely hate and dread. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful and stay tuned. I'll be posting a video next week. Alright, thank you.